All right, we are here officially. I hope everybody refreshed. If you did, you can hear me. Had a little bit of technical difficulties with the audio, but hey, I hope it sounds loud and clear right now. We're getting started. We're here at the first masterclass that we're doing of 2017. I cannot even wait. Man, we have so much content, so much value to share with you today, but I want to know where you're watching from. We're going to jump in right now, and I want to greet some people, say hello. And so what you should be seeing, if you're watching on learnyoutubetoday.com, you'll see Facebook comments below the video here. And there's a couple different ways, in case you're curious, you want to engage with other people. You can put them in order by newest, top, or oldest. And so I'm going to put it in order by newest. I want to greet some people. Welcome, welcome to our masterclass today. We have David from Texas, Alex from St. Louis. We have Rithik from India, Tim Watts from Las Vegas. Hey, Tim, I'm broadcasting from Las Vegas right now. Strive to survive in Mississippi. Kelly's here. Good to see you, Kelly. Man, I cannot wait to jump into the content today. We're going to get right into it because we had a little bit of a few technical difficulties there. But I do want to hear from you about where you're watching from. You're in the right place if you are looking for 5 strategies for building your audience and your income with YouTube. And these are specifically 5 strategies that we used to really crush it over the last 12 months. So we're going to be breaking all of that down. But hey, where are you from? I want to greet a few more people. Hashtag, if you're sharing this on social, learnyoutubetoday.com. I think on the left side of the page, there's probably some share buttons. If you're on desktop, hey, if you're on mobile, you know, don't worry about it. This content, right, is going to fill your whole screen. So we can just hang out and we can engage. But if you can get to those Facebook comments, let me know. Also, we'll be paying attention to the YouTube watch page. I'm going to make sure my team has got the link to the YouTube watch page. And there's a couple people helping me today. You might be hearing from me on Twitter or on Facebook. I've got Heather, Allie, and they might be saying hello to you. But where are you from? Where are you watching from today on the masterclass? Let me just get to that page. And here we go. Refresh. Newest comments. Here we go. I want to greet some people. Bryce, good to see you. Anna's here from New Zealand. Lucy from the Netherlands. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. I think the audio should be fixed now. And we're going to be sharing this out on social to refresh. We got Tony watching from Atlanta. Hi, Hope from Chicago. And we've got Frederick from Pittsburgh. We've got Elisa from Florida. Man, it's so great to see you guys today. I'm so glad that you're here. We've got Juan from New Mexico, Anna from Portugal. Man, it's so great to have you on the masterclass. I'm fired up. I'm ready to bring value. I hope you're ready as well. Well, hey, you're in the right place. We're talking about 5 strategies for growing your audience and income with YouTube. And I'll stop screen sharing here just for a second, just to say welcome. And thank you for taking the time to be here today. You know, I know your time is valuable. Thank you for blocking the time out. And this is what I want to ask from you. You know, we've been putting so much energy into this, getting all this content ready. And my commitment to you, my promise to you is to give you all I've got for the next 60 minutes. We're going to do Q&A after that, but to really just pour it out. And I want to ask if you would do the same. You know, what I'd ask from you is your commitment to just be engaged, to shut out distractions, and, you know, grab something to write with, grab something to take notes with if you can, because there's going to be a lot of value and we're going to be going quickly through this. And so we're talking about the 5 strategies for growing your audience and income with YouTube. You could share this out on social, any platform using the hashtag LearnYouTube17. You could retweet. That would be awesome. And maybe you know somebody who's trying to figure out how to build their influence, income, and impact with online video. It'll be awesome to share that out. You know, if we're just meeting or if we don't know each other that well, my name is Sean Cannell. I'm a full-time YouTuber. I'm an author, speaker, lifestyle entrepreneur. And my mission, my passion is to help you build your influence, your income, and your impact with YouTube and online video. I'm so passionate about help you creating the lifestyle you want, the impact that you want, the influence that you want with these powerful tools of online video and specifically YouTube. And this is a masterclass. So we're going to be talking about content and a lot of value. So be taking notes. We have a lot of teaching, a lot of education. And My team will also be co-moderating as well. And hey, we have a really cool giveaway that's going to be happening today based on those notes. So at the end of the training, we're going to be giving away a 30-minute coaching call with me to talk about your brand, your business, your YouTube channel. And so the way you're going to enter, we'll give you more details, but you're actually going to just post a picture of your notes, a screen capture or a photo of your notes if they're in a journal or something in a certain place. So we'll give you more details about that later. Typically right now I'm charging anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per hour for a coaching call. And so we thought this would be an awesome giveaway. And I think you'll get a lot of value out of that. But we want to give it to those that are committed, that are taking notes, that are committed to their education, to taking action. And so more on that later, but definitely capture a lot of the value here. So why are you here today? Let's kick it off with a question. Why are you here today? Post in the comments section. If you happen to be on the YouTube watch page, there is live chat. You could post there, and Heather will help me see that content. And then as well, but I'm going to look on the Facebook page, and I want to hear from you. Like, what do you hope to get out of this training? What is it that you want to achieve? Now, I'm sure you're here, because of course you want to grow with YouTube, but what's your mission? What's the impact that you want to achieve? What are some of maybe the short-term or long-term goals that you're after today? What you're hoping to get out of this channel? Suzette says to build my channel and learn more about YouTube. Amber says I want to grow my subscribers and my business. Choice says I want to grow my channel. Vipin says to learn how to turn my channel and launch profitable as soon as possible. Andrew says, I want to find and connect to my niche or my niche. And Michael says, I just started a YouTube channel and I want to learn more. Those are all great reasons. Those are all exactly, you're in the right place. It sounds like everybody on, we have, it looks like almost 1,000 people on live right now. And even if you're watching on the replay, you're in the right place, it sounds like, right? And specifically, this masterclass is for you if you already have a YouTube channel, or maybe you don't even have one yet, but you want to start one the right way, then you're definitely in the right place. If you're a video creator or a YouTuber, and maybe you're aspiring to, even be a part-time or full-time YouTuber, or maybe you're a personal brand, speaker, author, coach. For years, I've helped a lot of speakers, authors, influencers leverage the power of YouTube, or you're a business owner. This training, this masterclass is for you. If you fit into those categories. And specifically, maybe today you see the opportunity to build your brand on YouTube, but you feel a little stuck and frustrated. And maybe you can relate to that, right? You see that there's people crushing it, and sometimes you're like, why am I not crushing it? What's the deal here? What's happening? And so also maybe you're seeing some growth, but you wish it was going faster, right? We all want to go further, faster. If you know me from Think Media TV, that's what we're all about. Like we don't want to just kind of grow, but how do we accelerate our growth? How do we speed it up? And then maybe you want to figure out how to make money on YouTube, how to build a side, even a part-time or a full-time income. We're going to be covering all of that today. Now, I want to share some results just from the last 12 months, because these 5 strategies come out of real world results that, I'm in the trenches myself doing this. I know you probably get disillusioned with a lot of the claims and some of the online marketers and people on the internet these days where they teach stuff, but sometimes it's just theory. Sometimes they don't back it up with actual work, like they've done the stuff. And so I just want to share a few of these things with you because I think this is so important. On one of my YouTube channels, Think Media TV, in the last 12 months, you can see here in 2016, we grew by 133,858 subscribers in a year. Now that was actually up from about 30,000. So, we're talking multiply, double, triple, quadruple growth in 1 year. And that's what this masterclass is about. Like what leads to that kind of growth, right? 22 minutes of watch time, 6.4 million views over just the last year. Crazy results. If you've heard of Video Influencers, it's a channel that I run with a good friend and partner in that project, Benji Travis. And we got featured in Forbes.com as one of the 20 must-watch YouTube channels that will change your business. And then also in the last year, we were able to 3x our top line revenue, building a multiple 6-figure a year per business with all of the various projects that we're doing. And so just massive, massive results and impact. And this is what this masterclass is all about. Specifically today, here's what you're going to take away. 5 strategies for growing your audience and your income fast with YouTube. We're going to cover 3 ways to make $1,000 a month with YouTube. Really practical. We're going to cover the biggest mistakes or the number one biggest mistake that people make on YouTube. And we're going to talk about the number one secret you need to know to succeed on YouTube in 2017. And so also at the very end, if you can hang on, we're going to be doing Ask Me Anything Q&A. So I'd love to help break down anything that you have about branding, YouTube, online video, social media, growth hacking, all this kind of stuff. And so post your question at any time in the Facebook comments, and my team will capture that and they'll put those in a list so we can hit those later. You could also tweet it to me at Sean Cannell. And definitely, if you want to tweet or retweet this, use the hashtag LearnYouTubeToday17 or just LearnYouTube17. And then also, if you happen to be in the YouTube comments as well, post the comments below the video. We could hit those later or in the YouTube chat. And then at the end, I'm also going to show you how to get access to some advanced training tools as well as time-saving strategies. But hey, let's just do a quick backstory so you can kind of have a little bit of context and kind of like how, where did you start and how did you get here? It wasn't overnight, right? With some of those slides that I showed you, there's been a lot of a windy journey. There's definitely been challenges. There's been ups, there's been downs. But I want to ask you to think about, where were you in 2003? Think about that. Some might be hard to remember if you're a little bit younger. You might be like, I don't remember, but I vividly remember this year. Just for some context, this was the hottest phone in 2003. This is the Nokia 3200, and I don't know if you remember these phones. I do. I actually remember there was mall kiosks where you would go to like deck out your phone. You'd buy different cases, like these blinky antennas. It makes me just think, like, how far have we come as online entrepreneurs? And now we have smartphones and Galaxies and iPhones and all this stuff. Like, this was the phone back then. And 2003 was crazy because 2 life-changing events happened to me that year. The first was I met my now wife, Sonia, and at the time, she was a Starbucks barista. And so needless to say, I was drinking a lot of coffee to try to get her attention back then, right? And that was also the year that I started in video production. So I started getting into video. This is before YouTube, right? This is before social. Like, I was just doing video at my local church. I was interning. And this is when I really started to fall in love with video and just creativity, just seeing what a powerful medium it was for spreading your message, really with the world. And so eventually Sonia and we get married in 2005. And I would love to say that it was all just dreamy, magical, that it was amazing. But can I be real with you for a second? Like, if we get honest, that first year of marriage was it makes me think of this movie with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I mean, sure, like when we weren't trying to kill each other, we wanted to take on the world together. You know what I mean? So it was, that's the kind of, you maybe can relate in relationships, I love you, I hate you, I hate that I love you, right? If you've heard that song. And so anyways, we just continue to go closer together. And then over the years, we just got more and more into video. So eventually I started a business called Clear Vision Media. And I was still interning at my church, eventually part-time on staff there. Sonia was working 3 jobs. And maybe you can relate to, somebody in your family that's putting in the hustle so that you can kind of pursue your dream. That was definitely what she was doing because, working for a church, you barely make any money at all. And I was also working at Red Robin, waiting tables. And I started discovering YouTube, or started experimenting there and getting so passionate about this thing on YouTube. But we were also really frustrated because we didn't really know what worked and we weren't really getting great results at the time. And so, but I'm sure you could relate to the side hustle, right? We're doing tons of things just to try to get by and really turn our day job into our dream job. And it was in the midst of that season, though, when things were going good, right? Newly married, things are going awesome, that we hit really the hardest season of our lives. And it was just crazy. Like, it seemed that from all sides, every direction, that we really just got the wind knocked out of us. I mean, first and foremost, and by far the most, devastating and scary, was Sonia, my wife, got very sick. And we had only been married a couple of years. She went on a mission trip to the Philippines and got very sick, got this chronic illness. And so she dropped to 82 pounds. She almost died. And so you can imagine, as a husband and just, as best friends, I was scared and worried. I'm overwhelmed, and I'm also questioning, can I provide? How am I going to handle all this stuff? The pressure, and maybe you can relate to having illness in your family. It was this really, really intense season. And then on top of that, a few years later, we hit the housing crisis. So now we bought a home. We actually were living with another family. We had another home that we're renting out. Would they lose their jobs? So they're not paying rent. So that house is defaulting. And then all this stuff is happening to us. We're not earning enough income as we have all these health challenges. So now we're like losing our homes, and we're just completely like, are you kidding? Like, what do you mean? Like the stacking of challenges and these obstacles. And if that wasn't enough, the church that I was working at had some major failures in leadership. So you can just imagine it'd be like the boss and the CEO of your company, and kind of embezzling money, and you're losing trust. And it was people you looked up to. And that was also, a place where I was working a little bit part-time. So now we're seeing that fall apart, and we're just so disillusioned, so discouraged, and we're losing jobs, we're losing money. And I don't know if you can relate to, any part of this, our story, and you can maybe relate to a season like this, but we really got to this place where we were seriously like, God, why? Like, are you kidding me? Like, how could this much stuff be hitting us? We're uncertain, we're overwhelmed, have all this fear. And people always ask us, they're like, how did you get through that season? Like, how'd you even come out of it? That's like a devastating blow from all angles. And what I usually say is, number one, we just kept moving forward. And I don't know what it is you're facing today, big or small, but determined to just not quit and to just keep going. I've heard this quote that says, if you're going through hell, don't stop, right? Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. But then the second thing that I think is even kind of more important is that we also kept learning. We kept learning, searching for answers, and we were looking for solutions to problems. Because we had money problems, health problems, challenges, and we could have just given up, but we kept looking for answers. And I just want to honor you for being here, for investing in your learning. Obviously, the fact that you block out time to learn so that you could provide for your mission, your family, to build your influence. I really want to honor you for that and thank you for that. And what I realized was that there had been others who had solved problems I was facing. All I needed was their map, right? So I really started to study the patterns and the information of people that were successful and that had overcome challenges, because I believe that every obstacle can actually become an opportunity. And I held on to that confidence that the very obstacles right now that I thought were holding me back could actually be turned into opportunities. And so I dove deep into the trenches. And at the time I was like, man, this YouTube thing has got to work. So I was like, I need to learn everything. So, what does it take to work from home, to earn money from home on your own terms, to build a lifestyle on your own terms, and to make money with online video? So I was reading the books, listening to the podcasts, going to conferences, investing in courses. And it was actually during that time, this kind of feels like our journey, right? It was this perilous journey. It was this windy road that eventually we stumbled on what I really believe is the secret to success on YouTube. And I'm actually going to be sharing that secret later in this masterclass. So you're going to get that. But once we found that and implemented it over and over, we started to get great results, which led to today, since that time, being able to build a full-time income on YouTube. And maybe you've seen Think Media TV, maybe you've seen my channel, Sean Thinks. And today, been able to turn my creativity into a career, built a business and lifestyle around my passion. And I teach others how to use YouTube to profit from their passion. And it's been so crazy because since that time, I've been featured on, OC Talk Radio, or speaking at colleges, or speaking at VidCon, featured in success.com or Forbes, and all of these opportunities, all these doors that have opened. I've had the opportunity to work with some incredible influencers, interview them, or coach and help them with their YouTube channels and building their brands online, and sharing those tips. Helped thousands of people with video marketing and learning how to do SEO and create content and get results. We've been able to make a greater impact. And you maybe have heard our phrase, right? Building your influence, income, and impact. And this is what we believe that the first two are for, is so that you can make a greater difference in the world. So we're able to give a portion of our revenue to fight hunger and fight poverty through Convoy of Hope, through sponsoring children monthly, and through Compassion International. And then ultimately today I have time with Sonia, and through amazing doctors and treatments, she's doing great now. And we have a business that's, built around a lifestyle that allows us to do really what we want, when we want, where we want, with the people that matter most to us. So just getting to be able to spend time with family and friends. I've heard this phrase that being rich is having money, but being wealthy is having time, right? And so being able to turn our creativity into a career and give back more than ever before has been so powerful. Well, what's the point? Why do I share that story with you? Because it's really been through the power of YouTube that I was able to go from waiting tables to making a living from my passion. And that's what this masterclass is all about. So how cool would it be if you could be able to watch your followers, leads, and income grow daily, whether you work that day or not? If you could create additional income streams for you and your family, and if you were able to build your brand faster and create celebrity credibility and authority in your niche. Well, it's all possible. And I believe that the best way to do that is with YouTube. And I believe that if I can do this, so can you, especially with the tips, tools, and shortcuts that you're going to learn in this masterclass that are going to work this year, 2017, on YouTube. So first of all, as we're getting into this content, you need to know some facts and stats, because this is critical. I want to light a fire that you have passion and hustle, because you see how crazy, I'm overwhelmed every day by how amazing the opportunity is on YouTube. Okay, so this recent article from the Huffington Post said this, that the most dramatic positive change to our global economy is about to occur between now and 2020. That 3 to 5 billion new consumers are about to come online and provide a mega surge to the global economy. What does that mean? It means that the internet in general is experiencing another wave of massive growth, massive explosion over the next few years. That's a huge opportunity for you and for me. Now on YouTube specifically, over 1 billion users, almost 1/3 of the people of the internet are on YouTube. So of all those people coming online, 1/3 are using YouTube. YouTube reaches more 18 to 49-year-olds than any cable network in the US. Now this is stunning, right? Because if we were to just talk 10 years ago, there wasn't YouTube. And or 15 years ago, and if you wanted to get your message out and say just start a show and put content out there, and it would have cost you a fortune. The equipment, buying TV time, all of those kinds of stuff. But now, even more than TV or cable, people's attention is shifting to YouTube. Massive opportunity. Plus, YouTube's growing 50% year over year for the last 3 years straight. Now, one of the most significant and important things you need to know about YouTube is that it's the second largest search engine in the world. That means that your audience, your ideal customer, your ideal audience, the people you want to reach and the community you want to build, they're going to YouTube looking for answers, asking questions, looking for tutorials, looking for product reviews. So this is this massive opportunity for you and your brand to get discovered. So what does it mean that it's a search engine? It means that if someone types in a search like this, that they're looking for the best greens powder, right? That's like green juice that you just mix with water. And they type that in, then your video can show up in the top search results, getting you exposure on autopilot. That's known as ranking. And so this is why I love YouTube so much. And we use all social media. I love social media, right? I know you do too. But the problem is Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, none of these are search engines. So when you try to build your influence there, you have to do it in other ways. Now, there's tons of great, ways to do it, but it's not like YouTube, which is actually a search engine. When it's a search engine and your videos rank, people come to you. On these other platforms, you kind of almost have to go to the people and try to convince them to follow you, to like you. You know what I'm saying? So, you're just trying to growth hack and maybe go into Instagram, you're trying to like people's stuff to get noticed by them, all this kind of stuff. The amazing flip of YouTube, it's the opposite. People, when your videos rank, come to you. So powerful. And then there's this question. Who owns YouTube? Maybe you know. Think about it for a second. The answer, Google. So what does that mean? It actually means that YouTube is one of the best ways to get on the first page of Google, right? And so Forrester Research did share this stat that videos are 53 times more likely than text results to appear on the first page of Google. So ask yourself, what would it do for your brand, your business, to get featured on the first page of Google, right? So if someone types in a search, you can actually have your video show up on the first page of Google, leading to massive growth, massive explosion of your channel. And of course, because Google owns YouTube, they're going to favor YouTube videos. Powerful stuff. And, lastly, YouTube is free. Now, I know you know that, but let's think about that for a second. This medium that can connect to all these people, this medium that lets us upload unlimited HD content, 4K content, this incredible, incredible platform is free to use. What's holding you back? Like, what is, you know what I mean? Like with YouTube and a smartphone, you've got everything you need to reach around the world. That's crazy. Like, have we comprehended how nuts this really is? So YouTube is by far one of the best way to grow your influence online. But even saying all that, I always hear these myths about YouTube and I hear these limitations, right? And maybe you've thought these, and I would love to hear from you in the Facebook comments. Have you ever thought these before or heard these? Number one, YouTube is too crowded. Like, oh, it's too crowded. It's not possible to break through anymore. And we're going to crush that claim in this masterclass. But the truth is, no, it's not too crowded. 3 to 5 billion people are coming online in the next few years. And not only that, without that, it's still possible to break through. Two, I don't have enough money to be on YouTube. Well, we already said it. YouTube's free. And the smartphone that you already have is all you need to get started to build your influence, income, and impact on YouTube. Oh, I don't have enough talent. Well, I would say that it's not talent that wins in the world we're living in. It's authenticity and value. I don't want to talk about, our students, negatively or anything, but, not everyone has the same talent level. And sometimes we discount ourselves because we think we don't have that much talent. I've noticed that even people who aren't quote unquote super talented, if they're just themselves and they add value, right? They add content value to their audience and community. That's what wins today. I don't have enough time. It only takes a few hours a week. Now, it's not possible to do it in 0 time. I mean, everything takes work, but in only a few hours a week, you can break through and get noticed on YouTube. I don't have any connections. I need someone to promote me. It's not about connections. It's about content. And someone took my ideas. Now, I've heard this one a lot, and maybe you've thought that before. Man, my channel idea, the channel, the content that I'm putting out, it's already out there. You know what that means? It's actually a good thing, because it actually proves there is a market. One thing that you learn as you study marketing in general is that if no one else is doing what you want to do, then it could work, but it's actually proof that it might not work. Whereas, think Starbucks for a second. Before Starbucks ever came up, was anybody drinking coffee? Yeah. Was there any coffee restaurants or cafes or stands? Yeah, tons, thousands, millions. But yet they came out, right? They brought value. They did it a different way. They carved out a piece of a market. So if you think if someone else is doing what you're doing, good. That just proves that there is a market, and that is a good thing for you. So all these myths, right? All these limitations, they're really, let's just call them what they are. They're not facts, they're excuses. And we're going to break them all down today and give you the tips, tools, and strategies you need to crush it this year. And so let's jump into them right now. The 5 strategies for growing your audience and your income with YouTube. Again, share this out. If you're here live or even on the replay, definitely hit the share button, because there's a lot of value for people that want to build their influence with video. Strategy number one. And remember too, we're going to be doing a giveaway for the best notes. And so be taking notes. Strategy number 1 is clarity, What do I mean by that? Let me know, and I want to hear from you. So get in the Facebook comments right now. Have you ever thought this, or maybe you feel it right now? Something like this. I have so many passions, it seems impossible to narrow them all down. When it comes to my YouTube channel, I just can't narrow them all down. I'm a dynamic person. I'm into so many different things. And I can't, narrow it down. Have you ever thought that or something like that? Have you thought, I don't know what to make my YouTube channel about. So I'm going to make it about, it's going to be like a yoga channel for gamers that are into entrepreneurship. And I'm going to review books. Like, have you ever thought that, like, you're like, I don't know, literally the number one, this is by far the number one conversation. I was at Thanksgiving at a friend's house and I was sitting with someone. He's like, man, I'm into motorcycles. And I'm also into like my faith and I want to kind of do that stuff. And he's all over the place. Let me know in the comments if you've ever struggled focusing on your niche, narrowing down your message. Maybe you've thought that if you narrow down your message, it's going to limit you. Let me know in the comments that if you've ever had challenge with that. Ab says, yes, triple exclamation point, right? Penny says, I have several passions: beauty, books, movies, cooking, food, movies. And I love unboxing subscription boxes. I could relate, Penny. Like, this is the number one thing. We have Wadi says, I can't hold my passion for YouTube, but then I stopped and I came back again. And so there's just all these different people. I'll look at a couple more here. Can you relate to this? Rehan says, true. I've thought about that. And this person says, I see so many people. Don says, I see so many people going off topic. True, because this is what works. This is why it's a first strategy. This is a foundational principle that for breaking through on YouTube, focus is power. Look, guys, maximum clarity leads to maximum impact. It doesn't mean it's easy, but it's so important. If you try and reach everybody, you're going to end up reaching no one. If somebody asks you, who's your YouTube channel for? And you say it's for everybody, you're going to lose. I'm sorry. That's why I'm here. I'm here to be a coach, right? It's not going to break through. It's not going to win because it's not going to make sense in the marketplace when people are looking for clarity and your messaging is confusing. And so I want to give you the 5-second clarity test. Is the branding and messaging of your YouTube channel clear and concise is the question here. Is it clear and is it concise? And so here's how you can do that. So this is our channel, Video Influencers, right? And when we look up at the top cover, we see that's called Video Influencers. Now, video is even in the title of the channel. So the channel, you probably think what's probably about video. But then we have a sentence, and I would encourage you, write this down. What is your sentence? It sometimes takes a long time to build. So we have the sentence that says interviews and training videos to help you build your influence, income, and impact with YouTube and online video. So let me ask you, if you land on this channel, do you think we're going to be teaching you workout tutorials? No, you wouldn't think so. And if we posted that, it would be off-brand. It'd be super confusing. If you land on this channel, do you think we're going to have cooking tutorials? No, it's all about video and YouTube. And to be honest, we're not trying to reach everybody, because if somebody's like, yeah, I don't want to be on YouTube and I don't care about video, well, then they're not a part of our tribe or our community, and they never will be. But you have to be okay with that. And so when it comes down to building out your YouTube channel, you want clear branding, you want clear messaging, and then check this out. You want clear content that's on brand. So we have these uploads, right? And video after video, interview after interview, it all builds on the same brand. Focus is power. If you lack clarity, then you'll create confusion on YouTube. And so a couple clarity questions. Who is your target audience? You want this written down. You want to know who they are and details about them. And you also want to know who they aren't. If someone doesn't believe in technology and doesn't want to use the internet, well, then they're not part of our target audience. If they don't want to use video and they only want to blog with text, they're not part of our target audience either. That is okay, right? Why should they watch your content? This is called the value proposition. Number one is, who's your target audience? Number two, what's the value that they're going to get? So we say, you're going to get weekly training videos and interviews, and they're going to help you do something and help you build your influence, income, and impact. What's the value proposition for your channel? Is your content going to motivate, inspire, educate? Is it entertainment? Is it informational? What is the value proposition of your channel, and why should someone subscribe? You need to be able to articulate that, again, clearly. Crystal clear clarity will increase the power of your messaging and help you break through. And how are you going to stand out and be different? How are you going to stand out and be different? That's something you want to ponder and think about and constantly think about. In business, they call it the USP. What's the unique selling proposition? What's the positioning that makes you a little bit different? You know, Starbucks is different than some boutique shops. It's automated, it's fast. It's kind of like the McDonald's of coffee now. If you want the boutique, the unique, you want to get that local town feel, it's not that. It's going to be something different, but that does make you different. So how are you going to stand out and be different? Defining your target market and your niche is the most important business decision that you can make as a creative entrepreneur, period. Defining your target market and focusing your niche. The biggest mistake that I see people making on YouTube is they're being too general and their messaging is unclear. So let's do this. Let's clarify our message. And throughout this, I'm actually going to be sharing some amazing success stories used as examples from students that are actually actively doing this. And so this is Justin. He's a part of our advanced training, and his channel is called That Christian Vlogger. And he posts new videos every week that help people grow in their faith. And so he has a clear mission and he has very clear messaging. If you're like, what's his channel about? Well, it's about faith, and not even just faith, Christianity. And so some people, well, that's going to turn some people off, but he's okay with that, right? Like, he knows, and it's leading to great results because he has carved out a specific niche. In fact, on his channel, just in the last less than 12 months, way less than 12 months, he's on track to surpass 10,000 subscribers. He's approaching $1,000 of income monthly off of his channel with that audience. And he's on track to be full-time in the next 12 months based on all of his current metrics and all of his current growth. Why? Well, one of the huge tips is that Justin demonstrates the power of clarity. And so that's strategy number one. That's strategy number one. And again, if you're getting value, definitely share this out. Learn video today. We're going through 5 strategies. Here's strategy number 2, CSQC. It's the CSQC formula. If you're sitting next to somebody, touch them and say, you got to know the CSQC formula, but you might not be next to anybody. Here we go. So what is this formula? Now, this is the second strategy. You've got clarity on your channel, right? Now, what do you need? Well, you need consistent, strategic, more on this later, quality content. On YouTube, you need consistent, strategic, probably one of the most important words, quality content. So let's break this down. So once you've got that clear channel, now we're really talking about your videos. Consistent, this is what I'm going to say, 1 video a week. 1 video a week. You got to find a way to do it. We're going to share tips right here to make that more manageable and reasonable, but at least 1 video a week. And not just any video, right? We want that to be strategic, and we're going to go really in depth in that later, but we want to start with the end in mind, right? Start with the end in mind, meaning it's intentional content. It's not just 1 random video a week. And it's got to be quality. Now, people get tripped up here. What people think quality means is they think, oh, I need the nicest camera in the world. Until I get that new laptop, that new camera, and those lights, that's when I'll be able to break through. That's not what quality means. Now, of course, you may know me from my tech channel. I mean, that stuff's so important, right? I'm not saying that's not valuable, but honestly, that is not what wins. There's plenty of people that have a high production value, but they're not succeeding on YouTube because they have a low content value. So the key here is that you're adding value to your audience, not the production quality. People are not over-analyzing your production. They're going to watch your videos for what we said before, whether they're entertaining, informational, educational, inspirational, motivational. They could be different things, but it's going to all come down to the value and the connection that you're creating, which is good news too, because you can do that. In your niche, you have experienced challenges and you've overcome them. You've experienced pain and you've overcome it. You found answers in your brand, your business. You know what the frequently asked questions are. So you can add value and help people go further, faster in any area. And even if your camera's not that great, even if it's just your smartphone, like that is enough. And then of course the content is your videos. That's the CSQC formula. And I love this quote from Tony Robbins that says, it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently, right? And so, you know this, like if you want to get in shape, you don't only go to the gym once and get results. It's not going to do anything. You have to go consistently. If you want a strong relationship, you don't invest for just 1 month and then take 10 years off That relationship's not going to last. It takes consistency. If you want to learn a new skill or hobby, you're not going to be pro on the first day. It takes consistency. So your goal is one video per week when it comes to being consistent. And the reason too we bring this up is not just for consistency, but also from our research, from our testing. This is a big trigger factor of favor on YouTube. And it also is going to build an attentive audience as well. So think about your favorite show. Scandal, I don't know what it is, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. For me, I love The Flash. Like whatever your favorite show is, it comes on consistently. And what would happen if you expected it to be on Sunday night, 8 p.m., and it didn't come on? Well, it's going to break trust with your audience, right? It's going to make a lot of people mad. And they might not even keep watching because they're like, what happened? That person, that channel, that show, it promised to be there and it wasn't there. You have to have that same devotion, commitment, and consistency to break through on YouTube. So this is a screenshot of our top 10 most viewed videos of all time. Now, Think Media TV was a side project for a long time, started about 5 years ago. And so, over those last 5 years, I was learning, I was testing things. And the reason I show this is because out of our top 10 videos, 5 of them, including the top 4, happened in the last month. What's the point? We've been working that formula and it's working. This is Nick, and he says, after implementing Sean's advice, my channel literally exploded. We started consistently, right? We started to consistently post videos, and our video views grew by 500% in just 1 month. The best part is it's been driving tons of new followers and customers to our site. And so Nick is got a channel called Grayscale Gorilla, helps people with Cinema 4D plugins, giving people tutorials. And so let me ask you, based on this screenshot, can you see when the consistency and the strategy kicked in, right? Pretty obvious. Boom, it just explodes as, again, consistent, but also strategic. And we said we'll talk about that more later. But let me ask you, have you noticed that being consistent is hard? Like this is the ultimate challenge. Like you got to really do the work and make the videos. It's a challenge. So I want to give you a quick consistency power tip, and it's called batching. So here you go. Write this down or be thinking about this. What are the 4 questions or topics that your target audience is searching for on YouTube? Just 4 of them. Obviously there's hundreds, but what are 4 of them? You could just brainstorm a couple of them. Then what you want to do is actually take your calendar and block time to create all 4 videos based on those questions and topics in one shoot. So maybe you're like, next Saturday, I'm going to block time and I'm going to shoot and record 4 videos all at once. So for example, if you had a yoga channel, you might shoot a yoga for beginners video, then you shoot a video about yoga accessories, yoga for snowboarders. Maybe you've got some tips there. I just went on this big snowboarding trip and I looked that up. And so because of search, I was like, hey, I want to stretch out, get strong, get ready. I don't want to pull a muscle or anything. And so that's like a real thing, but that, is a video topic or idea. Or of course, in that niche, it could be health videos, nutrition, that all those kinds of things would definitely be on brand for that niche and audience. And so you get all 4 different ideas for your niche, for your channel, and then you shoot them all at once. And no matter what your niche or your niche is, what are the top frequently asked questions? If you haven't done videos of actually the FAQs, like videos around the most asked questions in your arena, you got to put out videos for those. And you could do them all in one batch. And so what's cool is you just come up with 4 video ideas, you shoot them all in one block of time, and then you only post 1 per week. And what this does is that ends up only being 1 shoot day per month, right? So technically you would actually only be shooting 12 times a year. So is that manageable? Of course it is, right? So in this case, it's not necessarily about working harder, it's about working smarter. And batching content is a huge way to stay consistent. And I'll actually be emailing you later with more tips on batching and my process. I got a cool video on that I'll be sending you. All right, strategy number 3. This is fun, right? Now we're into the bling bling, right? This is the cash flow. This is the strategy number 3, because we need cash flow to help us grow. Especially if you have this mission, you got a passion, you want to make a difference, you want to make an impact. Well, if you can't fund it, especially when the stress of having a day job, dreaming about a dream job, and maybe doing this full time, well, as your cash flow increases, it gives you more time to do what you love and to work on your passion projects. So let's talk about practically 3 ways to earn $1,000 with YouTube. 3 ways to earn $1,000 with YouTube. Now, we're going to talk about YouTube ads. We'll talk about affiliate marketing. We'll talk about brand deals and share some tips on each of these. So the first one is YouTube ads. Now, the average, in case you've ever wondered like how much money you can make with YouTube ads, the average is for every 1,000 views you get, if ads are turned on, you're going to get $2. That's called a CPM. Now that can go up, that can go down, depending on the channel, depending on the niche, depending on a lot of factors. So let's say our goal here, right, as an example, is to earn $1,000. And so you would need 500,000 views to get $1,000 based at that CPM. So as you look at this, you might be thinking, shoot, that's a ways off. I mean, even for established YouTubers, YouTube ads is a tough way to generate like real substantial income, especially to try to support your family or anything like that. And so this video, for example, is approaching 500,000 views. And as you can see, using this little tool here, the estimated earnings are only $707. Now that's cool, but it's tough to get that many views. And the other thing is, you know, for Think Media TV, we do some stuff. Our CPM is actually more like $5 per 1,000 views. So this video would make more like $2,300 or so. But even still, YouTube ads are my least favorite way to earn money on YouTube. I kind of try to even ignore them because it's like pennies, right, for your efforts. It's not the best way. But there's good news. There is better ways to build your income on YouTube. And the second way is actually my favorite way. It's called affiliate marketing. This is how I built a full-time audience or full-time income off not even having a very large audience, under 30,000 subscribers, which is still, you know, large. But sometimes we are under this misconception, like, oh, we need 100,000 or 1 million. We need like a zillion subscribers, you know, and all this stuff. It's not true. There's ways to do it. Affiliate marketing is how we do it, and I'll show you how it works. So I like Amazon.com and Amazon Associates. You can go there. You just sign up for an affiliate program. And then what you end up getting is you can create custom links that you put in your YouTube description, that link to the products you talk in that video. So if you did a video on a yoga channel, best yoga accessories, you could link to all those accessories in the YouTube description. And then what happens is if a visitor clicks on that link and makes a purchase, you make money. So let me show you how this works. On my Sean Cannell channel, this channel honestly gets pretty neglected. It's not a main thing. My main channel is Think Media TV. That's where I built a full-time income. We do video influencers as a side project. Benji and I do it together. So I use this channel, but one reason I love it is because I use it for experiments. So I use it to test things like I'm teaching you right now to see if this stuff can work, right? These kind of ninja tactics or whatever. And so affiliate marketing, here's an example from like a month ago, right? During the holiday season this past year. And this past year, these LED projector lights came out. And maybe you noticed these. They're kind of weird. It's kind of a love-hate thing. A lot of people hate them, but whatever, right? So, and then what they were, you just put them in your yard and it just shines these little dots of light on your house. But that's not the point. So I do a simple product review video. I'm just sitting at my desk talking about these LED projector lights. And then I share the links to the products that I talk about in the YouTube description. So here's a screenshot of the affiliate income just in like a month. And so it's kind of weird how it works, but all of these, they're kind of the same thing, but maybe they're different nuances. And so you can see here, 8.5% commission. And there's, you know, this many sales. And so this line right here made $1,122.88. This $319.44. $963, $357, just one video, crushing it, right? Now, these are the lights that I talked about. And these ones, though, I didn't even mention these. Now, maybe these are the ones you saw in the grocery store. That's kind of what inspired me to even do this video, is like, I was like, hey, when these are up front in a grocery store, these must be popular. I should just throw a video up. And so the star shower, as seen on TV lights, I didn't talk about these. But what's cool with affiliate marketing is if someone clicks through your link, whatever they purchase, you get credit for. So there's another $100, 43, 35, all this income, right? And so just one video makes 8.5% commission, well over 1,000 units sold, well over $3,000 in revenue. And the key being that more revenue from related sales. And so, especially because this is during the holidays, someone's not only buying lights, they're also buying an Xbox for their, their family, and a watch for their boyfriend and all this stuff. You get credit for all of that. So obviously you could see by this example how this can stack and really generate some crazy results. Now, of course, I have to say, and I have to say this, that these results are not typical. I'm not like making a guarantee or a promise that you could get these same results. It takes hard work and it takes action. And these results are here for illustrative purposes, not a promise of what you can earn. Because I also don't know if you're going to actually implement and do the work and apply these strategies. But I have a question for you. Like, what would having just one video, just one, like this video, building your income be like? Would that be helpful? Of course it is, right? Rhetorical. Like, that is the power of affiliate marketing and YouTube. And so post in the comments, what is one product review video that you could do in related to your niche? Doesn't matter what your niche is. Like, if we talked about yoga, it could be your favorite yoga accessories. Cooking, it could be cookbooks, pots and pans, beauty, makeup, and hair products, obviously. But any niche at all: tech, fitness, gaming, books, business, real estate. There's so many different videos that you can do. And I love this because it's the quickest way to start generating more income through YouTube, specifically a lot better than ads. So Amy says, I could review tarot decks. Caroline says, hi everyone, I'm here. Let me know in the Facebook comments below this video. And if you're just checking in, the replay or even live in the YouTube comments, in the YouTube live chat, in the Facebook comments, on Twitter, I want to hear from you. What is one product? Davion says video game reviews. Jacob says anime reviews. Catherine says I could do a rice cooker, cookbooks, a hot water heater, right? See the diversity here? This is so powerful. Bryce says chef knives. Tyler says gamer gloves. Doug says kids toys. Exactly. Like, there's so many opportunities here to start building a side part-time and even a full-time income with YouTube. Now let's get to the third way. The third way is creating videos for companies and brands in exchange for free product and or money, called brand deals. So let me give you an example from Kimberlea, who's one of my students. And she says this: I just picked up, for confidentiality, we'll just say, I was just picked up by a brand to be their spokesperson and brand ambassador. They're going to feature me on their social media platforms, tell people to go watch my videos for the newest trends. I'll also be at their booth at VidCon for a meet and greet. And of course, I'm also getting paid for all this. They'll even double my affiliate commissions. So powerful, right? That's what a brand deal could do. And they're going to double, it's stacking now, her affiliate commissions as she recommends that product. Here's another example. Heather, not only, of course, is she a student, but she's engaging with you. So if you see her in the comments and she's doing stuff, she's in the trenches doing the work too, right? So she has a homeschool and motherhood channel. And in just 8 months, she's grown by over 2,500 subscribers, 85,000 channel views. So having good traction, but still in the very, very beginning stages. She's only posted 15 videos. You know how we talked about, like, is this going to take too much time? Man, she's a wife. She's a mother. She's a homeschool mom. She's doing homeschool every day. We're working together. So this is a very, very, very side project for her that she just devotes a few hours a week, and not even every week. And she's been making monthly income from YouTube ads and affiliate income, as we talked about. But recently, she just landed an $1,100 of free product from a brand deal. Now, it's curriculum, so it's stuff that their family would have bought anyways. That was money, if not, not just something cool, something necessary that they would have spent that money, so that they saved that money, and $3,600 to do a series of videos about that curriculum, and 10% affiliate commissions when anybody, potentially is exposed to that curriculum and says that would be valuable for me as well in my homeschool. Crazy, right? And so we always hear, like, do only the big channels get brand deals? And the good news is absolutely not. Like, we just, proved it. Of course, the answer is no. You just saw Kimberlea, you just saw Heather. And I want you to see this article from Forbes that says micro-influencers are actually going to be the new influencers. So 80% of people are likely to follow a micro-influencer's recommendation, which proves that you don't need to rely on huge mega influencers to advocate for your brand. Powerful stuff. So we talked about, 3 ways. And here's a power tip. And if you're ever curious, how do the full-time lifestyle entrepreneurs, the full-time YouTubers, or the people who are generating passive income in their business, how do they do it? Well, they do it through what I like to call YouTube income stacking. And that's where what you do is sometimes these are small, like maybe YouTube ads, not that much. But when you stack it on affiliate marketing, and then you stack it on brand deals, and then you stack it on many others, and we've got resources about that then you can start to get these multiple streams of income. And what I've noticed smart influencers do is they stack different streams of income to support themselves, their family, their mission, and their message. And so, all right, recapping, here we go. 5 strategies, right? You're in the right place if you're just jumping on, if you're on the replay. We're talking about 5 strategies for growing your audience and income with YouTube. And here's the foundation: clarity. If you try to reach everybody, you end up reaching nobody. Consistent, strategic, quality content, the CSQC formula. And cash flow. You want these things in place because this is your base. This gets you set up right for success on YouTube. But what we haven't covered is really how to generate views. Like, how do you actually get noticed, right? You want to have your foundation ready for when people do find you, because you only get one chance to make a first impression. But now we're going to talk about some strategies of how to get your channel noticed, get the views, reach people, reach your ideal audience. And the first one, strategy number 4, is distribution. And so this is the 50-50 distribution equation. This is really what I teach, what I recommend, is that if you spend 2 hours creating and posting a video, right? You shoot it, edit it, maybe you don't even edit it, just upload it and get it out there. You should spend at least 2 hours hustling to get views on that video, right? 50-50. So the amount of time it takes you to create it, you should probably spend that much time generating views, going out there, doing some stuff. And here's what I mean. So you might use social media. You should. So that's, you tweet it out, you share awareness on Instagram, you do Facebook, all these different ways of getting traffic with social media. Maybe you have an email list. So of course you're like, hey guys, our weekly video is out. Here's our latest video. That's distributing the content, right? It's generating views. Maybe you create a blog post, you've got a blog, you embed the video there. And then here's a power tip. You do it more than once, because sometimes, just because you post a video on Monday, well, not everyone's online every day, or even every 3 days. Maybe they just only check in on the weekends. So as you're doing distribution, you can really take advantage of the fact that you post your video once, but you can promote it throughout the week, and you can even re-promote your old and best content. Because if you're growing your audience, even if you had 10 subscribers and now you have 20, well, sometimes the new people have never even seen your old content, especially your best stuff. And so that's distribution, using these channels. Now, also during that time, the 50-50 equation, right? You want to be in your YouTube comments, engaging and answering questions, connecting with your audience. You want to be answering questions on social media. I love Twitter. Maybe we've connected on there before, talking to people, answering questions. You want to engage in communities around your niche. And so that could be, blogs that are very popular around your niche, and you go there and you don't spam your channel, but you just go and engage in the comment section with people, and then they can go check you out. And they're like, oh, I would like your content as well. So all of this time spent on distribution. Now, hustling on distribution is important. It's something we do, but it's not my favorite strategy because it takes so much time, right? Like, as you even look at that, you're like, yeah, that is the grind. It's hand-to-hand combat. It's one-to-one on social. And it's something that we are committed to. But again, especially if you're limited for time, you're really going to like, strategy number 5. And so strategy number 5, this is what I talked about. This by far is my favorite. It's also the most effective. And as we were going through that journey, remember, of like figuring this all out and all these challenges and all these obstacles, this is really what I believe the secret to success on YouTube is. And this is where the biggest breakthroughs happen. And this is what I would attribute, all these strategies have led to this success we were talking about, to this growth. And so implement those, lay the foundation of clarity, of the consistent content, strategic, formula. You get your cash flow right, distribute your content. But this is the one that definitely led to our exponential growth. And it's what's called ranking videos. And so what exactly is ranking videos? And even people, if you've heard the term before, you might not like really like, we'll talk about a few nuances that are so important. So basically what ranking videos is that if a user types in a topic or a question to search, your ranked video shows up in the top search results. Pretty simple, but look how powerful this could be. So if someone types in something like how to get free stuff on Amazon, these top 2 videos here are ads. And this video is a ranked video. So it ranks number 1. But here's what's crazy. And, you know, our channel's grown, but like this is abnormal. Like this is extraordinary. So this one ranked video has produced 1.4 million views. Crazy, right? That's like that, you know, a lot. We're not even getting close, not even a fraction of that on our typical video. However, because of the power of ranked videos, this led to absolutely exponential growth and really exploded our audience, affected everything, right? Because of the power of ranked videos. And so you can do this in any niche. And what we've done is, you know, my channel or our channels were not built up just one video. It was done after doing this again and again, ranking for these different terms, even in different niches. So in this one, I was talking about my favorite personal development books, ranking, especially around the new year, this started generating a ton of affiliate income because what? Everyone's getting into personal development in January, right? They're looking for it. It's a ranked video, and it even outranks top influencers because of the process and the system that we use. Of course, ranking videos also can get you ranked on YouTube, on Google. And so remember, we asked, like, would it help your business and brand to rank on the top spots in Google? I mean, of course, the answer is yes. And so look at the power of this. And I'm going to share this tool with you in just a second so you could install to get all this cool data on the right side of the YouTube page. This video, we were talking about, you know, the best self-improvement books, is getting 72.5 views per hour. What? Right? So as we were hanging out here, like during this masterclass for an hour, 72 people watched this video, like during this. And so look at the leverage and the power. If you do this over and over again, it's like you're having conversations. You only do the work once, but you're having these conversations over and over and over again, meeting new people. And the video is over 250 days old. So it's a simple video. I just sit at a desk and talk about some books, and I post it online. And I made it once, and then you forget about it, but yet it still gets you results day after day. Those blue numbers are all the search terms that this video ranks for. And yes, it's earning income daily on autopilot through affiliate marketing. And so by far, this is why I love the power of ranked videos, because you get views while you snooze 24/7, 365 days a year. Each video becomes like an employee that builds your brand daily, but you only pay once. Your ideal audience comes to you. Remember, we talked about all those other social media. You're out. You're trying to get noticed on Instagram. You're trying to get noticed on Facebook. You're trying to, you know, like interrupt people's days to get their attention. It's the exact opposite with ranked videos. Someone actually has a pain point, a question, a problem. They type it into search and you show up to help them. And so each of these videos just works for you on autopilot, and you get views, subscribers, and income 24/7, 365. So to see that data, the tool is called vidIQ. So you can sign up free at vidiq.com. And then you install, to get that actual window, you install the Google Chrome extension. It's called vidIQ Vision for Google Chrome. And that's going to give you all of that data to see where your tags are, ranking for, and all that stuff. Now, huge question you might be thinking. I've got this question a lot lately. Sean, with ranked videos, what about the YouTube algorithm change? It must not work anymore. I hear a lot of YouTubers complaining about it. What's the deal? And all I can say is this. You saw the results of this video. This video ranks in search, and it's like less than 2 months old. This is a screenshot of 2017. We went to an event here in Vegas called CES. These are the videos that we put out during CES. And all of them rank in search. Plus, you met Justin, you met Heather, you met Nick, you met Kimberlea. The bottom line is ranking works, period. It just does. I mean, like the facts are undeniable. You're seeing it right here. Ranking videos is the #1 way to grow your audience and your income on YouTube. And it's also the most practical way. That's why I love it, because sometimes, again, it's not trying to just be like so talented and get a viral video and all that kind of stuff. No, it is a tactical, practical way to chip away video by video and build your audience. So here's your power questions. Capture these. What is your target audience typing in the YouTube and Google search bar? That's what you want to know. Like what are they typing in that bar? And then what questions are they asking? Another way to word it. What are the biggest questions that your target audience is asking? What are the topics that they're looking for? And so here's ranking videos 101. What is your target audience searching for, right? We're figuring that out. Include that search phrase. And here's the 3 places. So capture these. The 3 places you want to include it in the title. You want to include it in the description. And then you want to include it in the tags. And see those blue numbers again with vidIQ. This is one of our videos from CES. It's ranking, right? It ranks for these different search terms, these different angles of this video. That is ranking videos 101. So, I mean, can you see the power of this? Like, can you see how powerful ranking videos, all these strategies, right? We went through all 5. Ranking videos by far, it eclipses them all. And it's our base strategy. And it's what we've used to have this exponential year. So you might be feeling like this guy right now. I know we've been going really fast over the past 60 minutes. I've given you a ton of value that you can use and implement right now, but obviously we are just scratching the surface. I wish we had more time. Like we're literally just at like the tip of the iceberg of what's possible. And so I know it's a lot of information. We're going to do the Q&A and the giveaway and talk about getting entered to win that giveaway in just a second. But right now I want to talk about something else. And we've gone through the 5 strategies. At this point, there are 2 paths that you can take from this point forward. 2 paths if you want to generate massive profit and results with YouTube. The first path is you could, moving forward, we just scratched the surface. You could try and navigate YouTube from here on out on your own. So you could try to figure out how to create that clarity that leads to massive growth and really, not only niche down, but really refine your message, how to find those money-making video ideas, because there's a process to that, right? How to create videos that hold them, get people's attention, get views and subscribers, how to outrank the competition. This is the kind of stuff that during that journey and that windy road that took me over 7 years to figure out, and just tens of thousands of dollars of testing, of course, all my mistakes, all the struggle, all the challenges. Or, right, path number 2, you can let me take you step by step through the entire process, how to get massive results from YouTube. And so I want to hear from you. If you've enjoyed this training, you're really going to enjoy what I have for you next. But let me ask you a question, and post in the Facebook comments, YouTube, post it over in the YouTube live chat. How many of you would like to have a mentor, a coach, and someone to teach you who is proven to get results himself, plus has helped hundreds of students get massive results with YouTube? Let me know. If you could type just number 2, or you could say, I'd love to have a mentor or coach. You want path number 2, or maybe you want path number 1, and type that one too. So you go to the Facebook comments. You want to go it alone. You want to, just try to figure out this on your own. Type which path number 1, path number 2, with a coach, with a proven mentor who's gotten results, or just path number 1 and going it alone, trying to figure it out, going through that. So Don says 2. Don says, I want it all. Med Jean says, I want to have a mentor. Davon says number 2. Chris says 2. It looks like 90% of people are saying number 2. Bryant says 1. So it looks like there's like one or 2 ones. And so that's good. I mean, because at this point, it's so important. Path number 2, where you get the best of the best, accelerated results. Path number 1 if you're saying number 1, now's the time to jump off, because the rest of what I'm going to teach you is for those who are committed to taking action and working with someone to accelerate the process. So path number 1 is go ahead and jump off the masterclass right now. And also get started working immediately, because it's going to take you a few months or longer to figure this out on your own. It's going to cost a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of testing to figure this stuff out. So path number 1 is jump off, and I wish you the best of luck as you go forward in your journey. But path number 2 is, I think you're going to be really pumped about this. So I want to introduce you to something that this is how to, get the step-by-step process and get results with YouTube. And it's called Video Ranking Academy. This is our premier online course and community. And what it is it's the proven system for ranking your videos, growing your audience, and turning your views into income with YouTube. I walk you through exactly how to do everything we've talked about step by step with easy to follow videos, checklists, and process maps. And the thesis of this course is your videos #1 in search. That's the goal, right? And so we've done this over years now, whether on, like I told you, by Sean Cannell channel, whether on Think Media TV. But we talked about, does it still work today? And you might be wondering, well, yeah, will it work for me? And I want to introduce you to current Video Ranking Academy members who are just crushing it and getting results ranking videos. So this is Nush, ranked #2. You met Justin already, ranked #1 and growing his channel. This is Jennifer from the Sewing Report. She has a sewing channel, ranking #1. This is Tommy. This is what's so cool. You might say, well, yeah, but does this work in my niche? Tommy has got Alderman Farms. It's a farming channel. It's like a homesteading, like farming channel. And he's ranking videos. Like, it's incredible. If you're wondering, will this work in my niche? Of course it will. This is Tulin. And she is not just ranking #1, she's like dominating the whole page, right? And she's actually one of the top earners in Beachbody. She's an elite 5-star diamond coach. And so you're wondering, maybe, will this work in MLM or will this work in network marketing? Yes. Anything like ranking videos works. This is Jabe, and he's got a barbecue channel. And he hasn't just gotten tons of free he's gotten not just videos, he's outranking one of the top channels with over 770,000 subscribers. And even though he's just starting out, he's outranking them. But he also got a meat sponsor. You got to know, if you've got a barbecue channel, getting a meat sponsor is legit, right? And he just caught up with me. So far, he's done $516 in ads. He's got over $700 of free product. He's got a $600 deal pending right now. So people, these are students, right, getting results. And so Video Ranking Academy is a complete training course that breaks down the process of how to get your videos to show up in search and how to turn those views into an attentive audience and income growth. And so what it is it's a 7-step system where we break down how to reverse engineer your YouTube channel, your branding, your messaging. And so you remember, right? The whole clarity piece. That's what reverse engineering is all about. Getting so crystal clear in your niche, getting so crystal clear in what you're doing. That is the reverse engineer module. We also go into the research module. This is where you come up with these winning money ideas. So how do you come up with consistent, strategic content? It's the video ideas. That's where the magic is. Then we go into recording the perfectly optimized video for YouTube. Like, what does it take to hold your audience's attention, to give calls to action, to get people to take action on affiliate links, other things? We cover that in the record phase, break down my whole process. The release phase, all about how do you title your videos? What do you put in the description? What do you put in the tags? And then in ranking, we did ranking 101 right here on the Masterclass. But in the course, we talk about the advanced stuff, 201, 301, 401. Then the next module is called revenue. And we talked about 3 different ways to earn income and monetize your message with YouTube. But in revenue, we actually break down 10 different ways. Super awesome. Then in repeat, we like to call this repeat and rocket to success module. This is all about the time-saving strategies, how to do more in less time, because we know you're busy. We know you have a lot going on in your brand, in your business, in your life. And so it talks about really how to make this whole system manageable so you can scale it and execute on it and get incredible results. But let's actually take a look inside the membership area right now so you can see exactly what VRA looks like. So this is your members area. When you enroll today, you actually will get access to all of this instantly, all of these modules and all of these videos and downloads organized for you in a simple and easy to follow system. And so in module 1, it's that reverse engineer module. Then we do research. You've got the ultimate video framework, module 3. So when you click on these, you can go through the video training and you can see all these tips broken down so you can follow it and implement it. Plus, you also have the downloads. We have the download the worksheet here. We have the overview of the module. And so you can grab the downloads in the section right there. So we talked about in ranking, right? You're going to get ranking signals, advanced ranking, ranking strategies. This is one of my favorite videos. Watch me rank a video in real time. In less than 30 minutes, I go through step by step my exact process on an actual video that then you can actually click on and go see that it still ranks today. So if you ever have any confusion at all, you can just follow exactly what I do, getting to look over my shoulder. And so not just the 7 core modules here, but there's also a lot of bonus content and different things like that that I will share more about in just one moment. And so that's what's inside of there. And basically what you're going to get today is you're going to get the 7 core VRA training modules. And then you're also going to get all of the study guides and checklists. And additionally, you're also going to get support. You know, when we talk to current members, one of the favorite aspects of VRA is actually this private Facebook group, which is all about helping you get quality answers fast. And, you know, one of the important things about this is this is an industry and a landscape that's always changing. And the cool thing about VRA is that myself and my team, we actually still live this and do this stuff every day. You know, in the kind of online industries, there's a lot of people who maybe had success a few years ago, but now all they do is teach about it and they don't do it anymore. We still live this every single day. We're on YouTube. And the reason that's important is because if something changes, we'll let you know about it. You know, we're always doing it. If there's any tweaks to the algorithm or anything's happening, we're in the know about it. And we're always going to get you that important information right away, any kind of industry updates. So you can always be current and in the know, not just for myself and my team, but also the other influencers and members there who are getting great results. They're always helping each other. It's an incredible community. We call it the VRA fam, and you'll get access to that private Facebook group when you enroll in VRA today. So you might be asking, what is the investment to get into Video Ranking Academy? Well, you could look at it like this. You know, if you went on the path of trying to figure out on your own, you're going to have the trial and error time, you know, kind of like my journey, the windy path of trying things, experimenting and having it not work. So you waste a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money in the process too, maybe testing this, testing that, not getting results, which also leads to the opportunity cost. You know, we talked about this open window of new people coming online, the huge opportunity to grow your influence on YouTube right now. But that window is closing. You know, now is the time to jump in and do it. And if you go to try it on your own route, you might miss that window of opportunity. And so really the cost there is life, money. You know, the other thing you could do is you could go to a college or university and you could spend 1 year working on a video marketing degree. And so that's going to cost anywhere from $35,000 to $55,000. And a lot of times it's going to be generalized and not even specialized information. It's not a system of really how to build your audience and your income very specifically with the tips, tools, and tactics that actually work today in the real world. But if you went this route, you know, it'd be that huge investment. And currently a 1-day training with me is $5,000. And this is basically, you know, brands, businesses, influencers hire me to teach them what is inside of VRA, right? And I go and do that in person, but you get access to the system, the process that I share at these trainings. So you can see that when you add up the 7 core VRA modules, the VRA study guides, checklists, and process maps, and the private Facebook group, it's easily valued at over $3,500. But of course, you're not going to pay that today. And I was talking with my team and we wanted to put together just an incredible bundle and a package so that you could start getting world-class results with YouTube at an incredible value. And so to enroll in Video Ranking Academy today, the enrollment price is just $97 plus 4 additional payments of $97 over the following 4 months for 5 months total. But wait, because we actually have a way just to honor your time for being on this masterclass and checking out this replay that we want to show you how to get an even better value in just 1 second. So hang with me. Sherry says, my affiliate income grew by 600% in 1 month because of VRA, and actually been able to follow up with her multiple times. The month after that, it doubled. And then even since then, it's doubled a few more times. So she continues to just get crazy results since joining VRA. Tommy says, in 90 days, I've earned money every single month and my earnings have eclipsed $100 with an upward trend. And so let me ask you, I mean, if all this did for you for a little bit over $3 a day was finally get you a YouTube channel that was actually growing and making money, was get you the boost of motivation to finally get moving, to generate real passive income for you and your family, and to get your message out to more people, would it be worth it? Of course it would, right? I mean, especially when you think about your priorities over the next, 1 to 6 months to a year, like where do you want to be? There's something so powerful about investing in yourself and investing in your future. And so when you take action today, you're going to get a head start in your niche. You're going to save years of testing and experimenting, thousands of dollars invested in learning, hundreds of hours of study. And you're also going to lock in this enrollment price. VRA is something that we continue to update and upgrade. And this will be the lowest price that it's available for. I mean, it'll just be going up from here as we continue to add more to the course and make it even more valuable, more robust. And so this is definitely the time to join. Plus, your enrollment is completely risk-free. When you join VRA, you have a 100%, no questions asked, 30-day money-back guarantee, hassle-free. And it's kind of like test driving a car, right? Because maybe you're just curious, is it going to be right for me or not? You have that opportunity with our complete 100% satisfaction guarantee. And on top of all of that, we also want to give you some incredible bonuses when you join today. Actually, $388 worth of exclusive bonuses that these are actually not available anywhere else. So bonus number 1 is the VRA Quick Start module. This is actually we kind of skipped over it when I was showing you inside of the course. Before the 7 core modules, there's actually a Quick Start module that's all about getting you quick results with YouTube, especially if you're in a rush, you're low on time, you just want to be able to get going quick, plus start earning income and cash flow fast. We cover that in it's 5 videos inside of this module for the VRA Quick Start module. Jabin, and we kind of just talked about his story. He says, I've already generated over $516 from YouTube ads and affiliate marketing. I've also received over $700 of free products related to my niche. Thanks, Sean. And this is actually a cool screenshot. You could see he joined VRA right around here. His channel was kind of plateaued. It wasn't really growing. And then this spike of growth just began to shoot up right after he joined VRA. Awesome results, Jabin. The second bonus that you're going to get is 51 money-making ideas. This is a jumpstart guide on making money with YouTube and online video. And it really covers little-known money-making ideas in affiliate programs that apply to every different niche. We talk about the 3 that we talked about in this masterclass. There's 10 in VRA. This goes even deeper to make sure that you could create multiple revenue streams for you, your brand, and your YouTube channel. The third bonus, one of the biggest questions and challenges people have is coming up with a strong title that doesn't just rank in search, but also gets views. And so we've made it dead simple with this step-by-step guide that gives you different plug-and-play title formulas, so you can always just download this resource, and whenever you hit a block, you can always find the perfect title for your video in a moment's glance of this guide. Also, there's the growth hacking social media with growth hacking YouTube with social media. This bonus is a 1.5 hour training by itself. And I reveal my social media secrets for explosive growth on YouTube, as well as growing on those platforms. So we talk about Facebook, and we talk about Twitter and Instagram and all the top social media platforms, and how you can start getting better results with those platforms to grow your brand overall. And so you could get instant access today for just $97 plus 4 additional payments of $97. But like I said, we want to put something together that's even better than this. All of the content, all the core modules, all of the bonuses, you're not even going to pay $97 today. there's a way we want to put together to get 20% off, just as a way to say thank you for being a part of this masterclass and watching this replay. And so the way to get 20% off is to go to startvra.com, but make sure you use the promo code SAVE20 and you're going to get 20% off. And so I want to show you how to do this exactly. And there's a button on learnyoutubetoday.com below the video. There should be a button. It'll take you there. If you're on mobile, when you do this, you'll need to close down, this video, cut over, and either click that button, or you can always just type in the URL, startvra.com. And when you do that, it's going to take you to this page. It's going to look just like this. And you're going to see that the replay special, whether for doing payments, or you could save even more if you do the pay in full option. And when you select that, just click purchase offer. It's going to take you to the checkout page where you'd enter all your information. Make sure that you see our risk-free guarantee. You can read a few testimonies there. And on this page, in this coupon code area, type in SAVE20. And when you click apply, that's going to apply it to every single month of payments or off of the pay in full option. Either way, you're going to get 20% off. And so you can see that you could get started today for just $77.60 and get access to all of the content and everything. And you'll see everything that you're getting here on these on this page. And so to get started, you just go to startvra.com and use the promo code SAVE20, whether in the payments option, whether in the pay in full option, and you can get started right away. Nush said, I quickly reached over 3,300 subscribers and I started making sales. Steve said, I've been able to double my video viewership and I've increased my income in my business. Steve's a real estate agent, just crushing it and getting a ton of results in Arizona in his local area. So to get instant access to Video Ranking Academy today, all of the bonuses, you go to startvra.com or click the button, but make sure that you use the promo code. This is just a way we wanted you, again, to get the best value possible, really honor your time for hanging out on this masterclass and spending time watching this. And, I just want to say that VRA is really a course that just comes from my heart, right? You've heard my story, you've heard our journey and the power of online video and YouTube and the difference that it made in our life. And that's what we're so passionate about, sharing it with you. I really do believe that, formal education can make you a living, but self-education can make you a fortune. And there's something so powerful when you invest in yourself, when you invest in your learning, when you level up your education and you get the tips and the strategies and the tactics from someone who has proven results and from students and members who are getting proven results. I want you to have access to all of that as well. And so it would be awesome to have you join me, my team, the other members of VRA, to join us in the private Facebook group. You could get in today. Just go to startvra.com, click the button on the page and you can get there as well. And you'll get access to all of this. But I also wanted to hit a couple of the frequently asked questions that we get about the course as well. And so let's just talk through those briefly. Some of the frequently asked questions: do I get access to VRA for life? Yes. When you enroll in VRA, you have access to the membership area, to the bonuses, to all of the content for life, but you also get upgrades for life. And so we're already, working on a few tweaks to some of the modules and whatnot. So as soon as we release new things, yes, you get access to those as well. Does SAVE20 work on the payment plan as well as pay in full? Yes. So if you use the promo code SAVE20 and make sure to find that coupon code box on the page, then you can use the promo code and it'll work on both. It's going to get you 20% off either way. Do I get one-on-one coaching with Sean? VRA is basically, I'm your YouTube coach and it is a pre-recorded course. And so it's me walking you through step-by-step how to implement all of these tactics, all of these strategies, plus all the worksheets, plus all the guides. It isn't a one-on-one coaching call with me over Skype or something like that. But what you do get is in the private Facebook group, we do like Facebook Lives where we will do channel reviews for members and we'll just look specifically at their channels, answer their questions specifically, go in deep dives. And so not only do you have access to that, all of that coaching that happens inside of Facebook Lives, sometimes we do Google Hangouts, but you also get that for life, right? So as a member, as we continue to do those, lots of people have been, benefiting from those continuously. So will you get basically, that personalized and have the chance to get your question answered and even to connect with me on a live session? Yes, absolutely. That all happens inside of VRA. And so to get started, you just go to startvra.com, use the coupon code SAVE20 to get 20% off. Make sure to use that to get that best value. And that is going to help you, again, start building your audience, building your income today using YouTube. And I want to thank you. Thanks so much for checking out, of course, the masterclass. Thanks so much for hanging out on the replay. We wanted to put this back up because we just got so much, inquiries of people that maybe missed it or different things. And so they wanted to see this. And so thank you so much for being here. And then also let's hang out. I'm trying to do weekly live streams on Facebook. So at fb.com/Sean Thinks, doing Facebook Lives. Plus we posting new videos and things like that on our various channels, Video Influencers and Think Media TV. And so I appreciate you so much. Again, whether you choose to join VRA or not, either way, I'm committed to helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video, helping you go further, faster with media. And so I'm super, super grateful for your time that we were able to hang out in this masterclass. Hope it served you. And until next time, keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.